How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everybody's fine today. Today we're gonna be reacting to the ladies and one guy, two girl, one guy, and a 10,000 calories challenge. So who's gonna win? Two mouths or one mouth? So let's get right into it. The moment you step in, sub to the channel and like the video.
So I weigh about 95 kilos, and these two girls to my left weigh about 95 kilos combined.
Who do you think will be able to eat more food? The two girls or the one guy? Both in total weighing the same, but it's two mouths versus one.
Who do you think is gonna eat the most? Basically, you know, one thing is for sure when it comes to the men, well, let's say for the ladies, they are more fat oriented, they have more percentage of body fat, so they're more inclined to eating food that are higher in fat. For us guys, we know we are more muscle mass oriented, so definitely we're gonna need more protein. But who do you guys think gonna win?
I'm Ellie, I'm 22.
I'm Bella, I'm 20.
On average, how many calories would you say you eat a day?
Probably 1,600.
Around 1,500.
That's about right. And probably him maybe two times more than that.
I, on the other hand, eat about 3,500.
3,005. That's about right. I mean, especially for the fact of the matter is we think we always need a lot of calories, but we just need quality nutrients. Yes.
So who would you put your money on? Now, to determine a winner, we need a challenge. And what better than the infamous 10,000 calorie challenge? The rules are simple. We both go our separate ways. The girls have to eat 10,000 calories between them, and I've got to eat 10,000 calories by myself. Whoever can eat 10,000 the fastest is the winner. If the girls win, they win £5,000, and if I win, well, I don't lose £5,000, so my motivation is even higher.
Predictions, who do you guys think is going to win?
Us, definitely.
Right, okay. Time's 10:30. Whoever eats 10,000 calories the fastest is as simple as that. Good luck.
Thanks.
I'm really curious to see who's gonna win, but I definitely have a feeling that it's gonna be the guy because, yeah, I mean, we tend to eat more, and the girls might want to be girly and don't want to eat so much, or don't want to show that they're gonna eat so much. But who knows? They might also want to get the money and win the challenge. Actually, they have basically the advantage. And let's see who's gonna win. Who do you guys think is gonna win? Let's put it in the chat.
Thanks.
So you guys, you go that way, I'll go this way.
See you later.
And the game had begun.
Our plan, we're going to go have a really, really big meal, absolutely stuff our faces. Thank you.
Well, the girls absolutely stuffed their faces
And which one of these girls you think can eat the most?
with pancakes.
Out of the two of them, out of both of them, who do you think is gonna eat the most amount of food?
I had a different plan. Domino's at 11 AM.
Thank you very much. This is the cheat code. The Domino's cream egg cookies.
One singular cookie has 370 calories, and I had 8 of them.
I feel full.
Yeah, you know what? I feel a bit queasy.
With the girls just under 2,000 calories in, I was absolutely destroying these cookies.
Oh my god. And that is 8 cookies completed. Oh.
This was the
Yeah, I always wonder why people do put their body through such hazardous challenges, because at the moment the fact of the matter is you just ate so many cookies, and the amount of calories or sugar that is in these cookies are, you know, ridiculous. So basically it's gonna drive up his blood pressure level, and also his blood sugar is gonna go up. So potentially these people, I mean, it's nice to see that they are making a challenge out of it, but the fact of the matter is they can also make themselves ill. So I really wonder what they do afterwards, because when your stomach is full like that and you become lethargic, almost basically you can't do nothing. You just asking, okay, you know, what's going on with your body? But the fact of the matter is probably they puke it out, or you know.
different scores on the doors. The girls had some making up to do.
Second location is McDonald's.
Bella got a large chicken burger meal, and
So ideally men, yeah, will eat more. Basically, we require more protein and more calories, and the ladies would eat less, of course, because majority of the time, some ladies, I mean, we have to make some distinction, because there are some ladies who, you know, they will eat more than the men. So really, some of them would do that, but yeah, it really depends. When it comes to the estrogen level, they are more basically fat oriented. That's why us guys also, if we don't want to manage the estrogen level in your blood. You also want to minimize the amount of fat that you're eating and increase more protein, and also a lot of different nutrients, of course, not only limited to proteins and fat, but this should be the majority or the top nutrients that you would eat.
Ellie got a large quarter pounder meal with a McFlurry on the side.
Wait, let me check. Oh, okay, it's just one calculator for both of them. I was checking if there's a calculator for each of them. But who do you guys think out of the two ladies, who do you think is gonna basically eat the most?
But I wasn't slowing down either.
Okay, we've got Five Guys cheeseburger, Five Guys fries.
You know what's interesting?
Oh my god.
You okay?
I think we've
You know what's interesting? They go for high caloric meals, and the first meal, what they go for when it comes to high caloric meal, this should be a lesson for you guys, and I know most of you already know this. They go for fast food, you know, basically fries, fast food. So which is definitely determine whether you want to gain more calories or, well, basically a lot of the time you don't want to gain more calories. You want to gain, if you're a guy, you want to gain lean muscle mass, and if you're a lady, if you're a girl, you want to basically have, you know, also be lean, but at the same time you want to have the body fat to be placed in specific areas that you prefer, right? So yeah, they go for, basically, we're gonna look at the end of this video, we're gonna look at one of the 10 of the worst type of meals that you could eat and what it does to your body as well. Because I understand, again, this is a challenge, but the fact of the matter is, although it's a challenge, our body is still gonna be responsible. Our body is still gonna act accordingly, meaning that if these food that they are eating are not gonna be helpful in terms of health promoting, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be basically a negative or bad news for them.
Why did I do this? Why do we agree?
literally why are we doing this?
Oh, I'm starting to feel it a bit now. Oh, fuck.
I think the ladies, you know, I haven't watched this video before, but I have a feeling the ladies can take this. You know, they gotta work hard to get that 5K, really get that money, because at the end of the day, they put themselves into the forcing themselves to eat. I mean, might as well, you know, go all the way. Well, the fact of the matter is, he has more, he's being very specific or very strategic or tactical with the type of food that he eats. He tried to go for the highest calories possible.
Oh my god, I'm feeling that a lot. Wow. We finished the cheeseburger and about half the fries.
Can we say that's done?
Yeah, I think that's done.
Yay!
You did it.
Right, should we go for a nap? I feel like I'm carrying a 6-month-old baby.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
I feel very heavy and ill and tired.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Hello?
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Not well. Not well. I'm struggling.
Are you going to tell me how many calories you're on?
No.
No.
Are you going to tell us how many you're on?
I'll tell you if you tell me.
Only-
I'm on 4,500.
Bro, I was expecting more. I thought you'd be on
Yeah.
about 6,000.
The way you just reacted there, you are shocked about how many I'm on.
Not really.
Yeah, I thought you'd be on like 6,000 by
Yeah.
now. We're literally on the same amount.
Yeah.
We're on the same amount?
They're on 2,800.
Okay.
Basically.
Behind those smiles, they're furious that they're losing. And while they lazed about for a bit, I wanted to try and get more food down me.
Oh, I mean, this guy he's really up for it. I mean, he don't want to lose his money for real, because the ladies are chilling, and he just, I mean, a good time to put some snacks in.
Balls and a pack of nerds. I mean, I'll be destroying you two if I eat all of these.
Yeah, they weren't happy.
Well, he's halfway in.
I was over 5,000 calories in at this point, so finishing these sweets was just a pure mental battle.
Nerds and pinballs complete. You guys are getting smoked right now.
They were indeed getting smoked.
Okay, wait. Let's take a look. The ladies are at 3,869 calories, and as you can see, what the guys at, both of them.
However, I had no appetite left at all. They, on the other hand, did.
760 calories.
Done. That was easy.
Oh. The food is hit me bad.
So we've got another pack of macadamia nuts.
The girls were now starting to catch up, and knowing they weren't far behind, I tried to get more food down.
A slice of cookie pie.
Wow. A slice of cookie pie. You see, did you guys see how many calories this slice has? Like, seriously, that's a lot of calories just for one little slice of, pie.
This was torture. My stomach could only take so much.
Per pack, 1,715.
We're going to finish the whole pack.
Oh, wow. This also 1,000 so many calories.
The girls had just done a complete turn.
The fact of the matter is, although they are eating a lot of calories, these are not helpful calories. I want to say again, these are not helpful calories. And the ladies, of course, when it comes to, we talk about the body fat percentage, how they have more body fat. And bone density also, it tends to have, it depends on the lady. They need to put more necessity into calcium and vitamin D for long-term bone health, especially after post-menopause. But ideally, all of us need to put more, let's say, need to have more calcium and vitamin D in our body as as life goes on, because we don't want to be lacking in such things. But again, we already know there are certain type of food or certain type of nutrients that a man will require more, and versus a woman will require more as well. So we already identify, I think you guys already noticed, when it comes to men, it's mostly protein, and then the rest, of course. And then when it comes to women, it's more healthy fats, and then the rest, of course. But let's go.
Turn around, and I was just not doing well.
I've eaten most of it, but I can't have any more.
I feel really ill.
I went to the gym to try and build up a bit of an appetite while the girls finished off their cookies.
This cheat day's been the most unenjoyable cheat day.
Oh no! Not enjoyed any minute of it. You done your last bite?
Dang, it's like they eat for an entire week. Well, yeah, for 3 days, for example.
At least we've done that. Very nice.
About 4 hours in, these were the current scores on the doors, and it was fair to say we were all
Wait, hold up. Oh, the ladies are taking him on. Wow. Ladies are winning so far.
Trying to sweat out all of the calories right now.
Just going for more of a walks to get appetite back up again. I feel a bit sick.
Yeah, I do feel sick.
This is the hardest part of the challenge. The last thing we want to think about is food. Yeah, there's a lot of money on.
But what about if they could just go, do a number 2, use the toilet, do a number 2, and basically feel like this? Is that one of the rules? Because I don't think he really mentioned this as one of the rules, that they cannot go and take a number 2 or take a dump, after, or during basically the competition. But again, that shouldn't be really much a big issue if they would go take a dump, because it's just a normal biological human need. So human process. But let's see here.
I have worked up a little bit of an appetite, so I'm just going to try and get a fat meal down me now.
Plan is to go to Nando's.
Okay, Nando's. All right, the ladies are just a few thousand, a few thousand calories remaining actually. But they are pretty close. Let's move forward.
And get some halloumi sticks. That's like,
13,000 calories.
I feel like it's easy to eat.
Wow.
If I complete this,
Dominoes.
I win. I have no idea how long the girls have.
Okay, wait. Let me check what he was saying. If he complete this, he wins. But I want to see the descriptions of what was popping up.
If I complete this, I win. I have no idea how.
Okay, so he ordered a large made pizza. Bro, I cannot eat a large pizza on my own, but dang, all of that, bro? Like, seriously. Stuffed crust, a large garlic dip. Okay, so that can give him the W.
How long the girls have left, but I just got to try and bang this down, mate.
Oh, it's really getting close. Really getting close. You can look at their faces and not enjoying this.
Oh my fucking, I can't.
Oh, so close.
They're not enjoying this. Okay, so when it comes to the ladies, of course, again, they need more iron monthly because when they come, they have a higher chance of becoming anemic because they go through basically the menstrual cycle every month, and that's also after menopause or premenopause. They need to basically increase the amount of iron that they consume because they're always losing it, and pregnancy, lactation increase the need of folate. Folate is something basically that helps the fetus. Basically, folate is an amino acid. Both genders need it. That's one thing for sure. So, iron, calcium, and their diet, folate, they need that as well. Reduce estrogen. Okay, so let's go forward.
So close, so fucking close.
We only have 600 left. Only 400. And then 2.5k. 2.5k.
Yeah.
2.5k. Yeah, think about the money, ladies. That's the price. Keep your eyes on the price.
Oh, fuck it out.
All three of us at this point were absolutely destroyed.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, we need to sit down.
Damn. I mean, I would feel like puking. I mean, she looks like they're really not enjoying this. She looked like the one in blue. Looked like baby blue is that? Look like she's gonna puke. She could puke at any time.
I need to sit down.
Eyes are watering.
I feel the pressure building up. We need to walk somewhere.
Yeah, walking is a good way. The walking is definitely a good way to actually, especially after you eat, it helps with digestion. So let's say, for example, if you're a person who wants to ultimately increase your digestion or improve your digestion, or you basically want to stay fit as you eat, one thing you want to do the moment that you step in, just like the video and sub up, the one thing you want to do is after your meals, if you can, it would be better if you do, especially dinner time, because dinner is the time that we eat the most. Majority of the time we eat the most. So what you want to do is basically go for a short walk, walk the dog, or call somebody on the phone, do something that you could, think of a task that you can do as you're walking, and to make you feel that, okay, that to not make you think that, okay, too much at your body, your stomach is filled. That's a good way to digest the food and to, basically stay fit.
This pizza literally tastes disgusting now.
Oh, he's not enjoying this at all. He's like, why did I actually, come up with this stupid challenge?
Gotta force it down my throat.
We've got 2.
Right now, they look really tired. I mean, some coffee would do nice. Coffee is something that helps speed up the metabolism as well. That's something they could have done to basically drink some coffee. And you can see right now they look tired and lethargic, very slow, and not just in their movement, but also in their brain processes.
Cinnamon swirls, 300 calories each. So once we eat this, we would have won. We've got this.
She's like, nah, not anymore. She's like, no, not anymore. Like, seriously. The one baby blue, she really can't go no more. But I mean, they put themselves into this. I mean, I cannot feel, any type of way, because at the end of the day, I hope they win the money though. I hope they win the money. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Wait, how much slices of pizza he have? Maybe 1 or 2 slices left remaining. So let's see.
Oh my god.
You got this. So close.
2 girls versus 1 guy, both with the same goal,
Grand
to eat
finale.
10,000 calories. But who won?
I think he lost. I think he lost. Right now, one of the things, first of all, before they reveal this, one of the things is that he shouldn't be drinking water. They should have been drinking coffee, basically to keep him not just active, but to help his metabolism to speed up.
Hello?
We just won.
Yeah. Guess who's a loser? You.
You've eaten 10,000?
Yeah, we've literally just done it.
Fuck. Well,
I knew it. I knew they were.
Here you go.
All right, here comes the loser, my bro. Bro, you lost, man. Okay. I mean, you give yourself the one of the hardest challenge, but
Told you we were gonna win, and you were like, no.
I got a bit cocky in hindsight.
Yeah, you did. You did. Told you. Well played. Good try. Good try.
Well, the girls won. These were the end scores. It was a close one, but they did it.
close one. I mean, it wasn't even close. 2 mouths to feed 2 mouths, definitely it's a lot more. One other thing I want to mention as well, when it comes to us men, we tend to have cardio, we have a higher chance of having cardiovascular diseases. And when it comes to eating saturated fat and cholesterol, that's something we definitely need to decrease. Basically, it's really, guys, when it comes to saturated fat and cholesterol, like this guy, he just ate a lot of different fast food, and the last thing he ate was the pizza high and saturated fat and cholesterol. Basically, it builds up in your arteries, and basically your circulation, your cardiovascular, it gives you more cardiovascular issues. As men, we are more prone to that, and women, higher osteoporosis risk necessarily when it comes to necessity lifelong or bone support nutrients. But ladies need to have more bone support nutrients because again, they lose a lot during their monthly cycle and during childbearing, and at the same time when they go through premenopause and during menopause. So bone health is something when the ladies really have to put focus on to get nutrients that are more beneficial for their bones, and at the same time the men have to try to get more beneficial nutrients that are that are directed towards their heart health. So let's see what the grand finale is actually the end.
Go on. And just like that, we won the 10,000 calorie challenge.
All right, I'll closing this video from sponsors. Okay. All right, thank you for watching. Sub up, I appreciate this video. Sub up to the channel. I mean, we're gonna have very much interesting topics. I stream weekly from Monday to Friday around 4:30, 4:20. It depends on, I would choose 4:20. It's a good time. So, but it really depends. This is basic European time, Amsterdam time, if you know where that is. So another thing I want to basically mention, almost the last thing I want to basically mention, is the micronutrients variation. For women, of course, we talk about the iron, the folate that you guys will need more and more of, but it's not to say that, basically, because in this video, what we can identify is that although, I mean, we all know this. When you have your girl, or you have your partner, one thing is for sure, if you cook something, you both eat the same food, right? Although the quantity is not gonna be the same, but one thing is for sure, we eat the same food. But when it comes to that, the danger to doing it like this is that our body requires different nutrients, more of different various nutrients. I already mentioned that. But women, iron. Also for us guys, we need to. Women require nearly double the iron of men. But that's premenopause due to menstrual losses. Premenopause, so basically just from the moment that they have their period, the first period, and throughout, they need more iron. And that's why a lot of the time, they are more likely to be anemic than men are. And folate critical for women's for childbearing age to support fetal development. Again, especially ladies, if you are pregnant, or if you're planning to get pregnant, or if you're planning to have a baby, should load up in your folate, reserve, so you can get some natural supplement. I always go for the best rule of thumb is go for natural organic supplements. Basically, the type of supplements that has the least amount of shit in it, things that that basically you don't really need, because they tend to add more things to basically how should I say this? They add unnatural stuff to the supplements a lot of the time when they are not organic, when they are not natural, and still you have to pay attention to the ingredients that are behind it. So why they do this? So they can, you know, make more profit. So, but now when it comes to zinc, men, we need slightly more zinc than women. So for testosterone production and prostate health, that's something definitely we need as men. Prostate health and testosterone boosting, and calcium, vitamin D, higher required for a woman to combat bone density loss. Calcium and vitamin D. That basically, I would say both of us really need to upgrade or elevate the amounts that we normally eat or would supplement from. But the fact of the matter is most of us, we need supplementation, especially if you eating a complete full diet. Supplementation will definitely help you out. So now let's take a look at this right here. So this is basically highlighting how different cultures eat differently. So a lot of the time, some people might think that all culture are the same, or not really to say that, but basically like to eat the type of food from various cultures. But again, just like our genetic or our DNA are different, when it comes to different hemisphere of the world, we eat differently. And the way that we eat a majority of the time is according if it wasn't being tempered by history, this the messed up things that happen in history. But if your nutritional profile of your country haven't been messed up by the history, then again it will be different according to the different places that you go. So this is basically
pizza, pasta carbonara.
What are some countries, or because this is not every country in the world, but what are some countries mostly known for? I mean, if you didn't know, now you know.
And lasagna. The United States is known for cheeseburgers, barbecue ribs, and mac and cheese.
All high caloric foods.
France brought us croissants, coq au vin, and baguette. Japan perfected sushi, ramen, and tempura. Mexico is known for tacos, mole, and tamales. India introduced butter chicken, biryani, and masala dosa. China gave us dumplings, Peking duck, and hot pot. Thailand is known for pad thai, green curry, and tom yum. Spain introduced paella, churros, and tortilla española. Greece gave us moussaka, souvlaki, and spanakopita. Germany brought us bratwurst, pretzels, and sauerbraten. Brazil is known for feijoada, pão de queijo, and brigadeiros. Argentina gave us asado, empanadas, and milanesa. Turkey is known for kebabs, baklava, and lahmacun. South Korea made famous kimchi, bibimbap, and
kimchi is really good. Bibimbap
bulgogi.
looks good.
Vietnam brought us pho, banh mi, and spring rolls. The United Kingdom is known for fish and chips, shepherd's pie, and full English breakfast. Russia gave us borscht, beef stroganoff, and pelmeni.
Beef stroganoff.
Sweden introduced meatballs, gravlax, and smorgasbord. Poland brought us pierogi, kielbasa, and bigos. Egypt introduced koshari, ful medames, and mashi. Lebanon introduced hummus, shawarma, and kibbeh. South Africa gave us bobotie, biltong, and bunny chow. Ethiopia is known for injera, doro.
Did you guys know they say that South Africa is not really a real name of the it's not really a real name, because think about it. South Africa, every country in Africa have their specific name apart from South Africa. But why is it called really South Africa? Because at the end of the day, why is it the top part? What are the top countries in the north? I would think Morocco, for example. Why didn't they call Morocco North Africa? But they say, when it comes to the nation who actually basically went there, and I mean, it sounds like it's not so creative. They were not really paying attention to the name, but one thing is for sure, South Africa is not a real name.
and Tibbs. Australia brought us meat pies, pavlova,
Meat pies. Is that called patty? Yeah, meat pies.
and Vegemite on toast. Indonesia is known for nasi goreng, satay, and rendang. Philippines is known for adobo, lechon, and halo halo.
Hello, hello. What an interesting name. Hello, hello.
Netherlands introduced stroopwafels, herring, and
Bitterballen. I've tried because I'm not really a big fan of herring because I don't like raw fish that much. But probably you like it. I mean, I've had it before. Stroopwafel, yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing. Like some stroopwafel with coffee. I mean, if you had some really good one, you're gonna be hooked. Bitterballen is also good, but not really my thing. I mean, out of the three, I'll go for stroopwafels.
Portugal gave us pastéis de nata, bacalhau, and caldo verde.
Caldo verde. Caldo verde seems like something I'll go for.
Cuba created ropa vieja,
Oh,
Cuban sandwiches, and tostones.
Tostones.
Hungary brought us goulash, chimney cake, and chicken
Chicken paprikash. Chicken paprikash seems like goulash and yeah, basically.
paprikash. Malaysia is known for nasi lemak, laksa, and char kway
Lassi lemak would be the option I would go for.
teow. Nigeria developed whole of rice, suya, and pounded yam.
Let me see. Maybe soya because jollof, yeah, or jollof rice. But I wouldn't want the rice to be very too dry. Like too dry is not really interesting because really not interesting because I mean you're gonna be eating the jollof rice and then if it's too dry, you're gonna be drinking a lot of liquid behind it and it's gonna be some kind of too hard to swallow and all of that.
Colombia gave us arepas, bandeja paisa, and
Man, I love arepas. Arepas are delicious. Let me see. Sancocho. Sancocho seems like something I'll go for also.
sancocho. Peru popularized ceviche, lomo saltado, and ají.
Ceviche seems like something I'll go for. Lomo saltado also. Wow. Even aja de Calinia. Oh, did I say it right? All my Latino, so Spanish speaking people.
de Galina. Morocco is known for tagine, couscous, and harira.
Wow. All three I will go for. All three, and I think I've had all three. Moroccan, they have really good food.
Belgium brought us waffles, moules frites, and speculoos.
Okay. Waffles in Belgium, yeah, I would definitely go for that. Belgium, Belgium, they have some of the best waffles. Seriously. I mean, if you go to Belgium, definitely have their waffles. Oh. Excuse me.
Czech Republic gave us svichkova, trdelník, and goulash.
Which one? Maybe for me, goulash. I'll go for goulash.
Ukraine introduced vareniki, holubitsi, and daruni.
What? Okay. Holubsti. Maybe this one I'll go for. Holubsi.
Iran gave us kebabs, tahdig, and fesenjan.
Kebabs. Fesenjan. I think that will be my top.
Austria brought us Wiener Schnitzel, Sackertorte, and Apfelstrudel.
Wiener Schnitzel. Austria. Okay. Schnitzel. Probably. Sacerdote. I think that's a definitely yes.
Scotland created haggis, Scotch eggs, and shortbread.
Okay. That was a quick one. All right.
El Salvador introduced pupusas, yuca frita, and sopa de
Sopa de re for me. And yuca frita. Yuca frita, not really. Sopa de re.
rays. Singapore developed chili crab, Hainanese chicken rice, and laksa.
Ooh, the second one.
Jamaica is known for jerk chicken,
Oh yeah, Jamaica. I think I'll go for everything when it comes to Jamaican. Jamaican dishes are really, really delicious, really tasty, very
ackee,
much.
and saltfish, and patties.
Patties, oh wow! If you never had a Jamaican patties, oh my god, really one of the best thing you can eat.
Saudi Arabia is famous for kabsa, mutabak, and hari.
I don't really like too dry food. I think haris would be my choice. Mustafa, mustabak, not really. Harif would be my choice.
Armenia introduced korovats, dolma, and
Oh, the gapama. Gapama, I think it's what is that? It looks dried still to me. The koravats, that would be my option. Dolma, I would go for koravats, dolma. Yeah, that's it.
hapama.
All right. That was it. That was now you guys know if you didn't know what you want to eat today. So I mean later tonight or for dinner or for whatever time you want to eat it, then maybe that might give you an idea. You can just Google their recipe. So one thing I forget to mention as well when it comes to the difference and nutrients requirement differences for men and women. So when it comes to metabolism and absorption differences, women may absorb iron more efficiently but lose more monthly, while men risk iron overload with exercise and with excessive intake. So basically what this is saying is that men, we have to pay attention to the amount of iron we consume, because a lot of the time we can have too much iron in our blood, because the ladies have a natural process, even though it remove a lot of iron from their body, but at the same time they need it removes a lot of iron in their body, but at the same time they need to replenish. But I don't think that's a good thing really, because they are more likely to be anemic, and being anemic is not a good thing. It's like it can be very much a shitty thing, very much a headache. It can make you feel like what's going on, like seriously. Okay, thyroid health. Women are more prone to thyroid disorder, making an adequate iodine intake essential. Iodine, ladies, when it comes to your thyroid is very much. Ladies are always talking about hormonal balances and all of that. You need your thyroids basically to promote more for your hormones balances, because the thyroid tend to promote or control a lot of different function in our body. So iodine is something that you would need. So it's very much clear when it comes to physiology or hormonal regulation, reproductive roles, and disease risk. And so the necessity of basically having specific meals, focusing on this, using your gender as a marker for different type of nutrients that your body needs. So if you're not getting them in the food, if you can look at your plate and you notice that, hey, my plate is not so filled with different nutrients that my body need, and I probably think that you need more, you can get supplementation for these things. So basically to add more to replenish what your body don't get. Now we're talking about basically, guys, we tend to have more muscle mass. A lot of the time, gym goers, a lot of the time these guys will be big, they'll be massive, they will be like making you feel like, when you see their muscle density or how buff they look. But the fact of the matter is, buffness is not equate, or it doesn't mean automatically that somebody, because they are buff, they are automatically strong. So this is gonna basically perform or basically highlight that. So I would say to you boys, what I say to you guys, and also the ladies, when it comes to muscle training, try to make it more functional, to be able to do certain things. Because look at this guy. I mean, really, what's the point though? What's the point of looking so big, so massive, and then you are weak? Like, it's embarrassing, really. Look at this. He is way smaller than them, and you wouldn't assume it. You wouldn't assume that, you know, at the look of things, basically, if you just basically judge by what you see, he wouldn't seem like a person who would be able to do this. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. I mean, really, you would think that these guys are stronger than him, or basically by the look of it, they are bigger than him, but not stronger though. So basically, the bottom line is size doesn't really determine strength. Or yeah, basically that's it. Doesn't determine strength. So moving on to this.
7 foods.
All right. So I was talking about, because we just reacted to this video, and this guy who decided to have a competition with these two girls who can eat, well, who would be the first one between these two girls together, they are in a team, versus the guy who can eat 10,000, who can reach 10,000 calories the quickest, or the first one to reach 10,000 calories. But again, as we have highlighted in this video already, is that the majority of the time, if not all of the time, the food type they went for are all fast food. All fast food. I mean, already at this point, you know, some people might say, oh, they are young and all of that, and they can, you know, grow it out, or they can basically, you know, it's not gonna do their body basically nothing. I disagree with that. I just heavily, hardly, you know, basically they could disagree with that. I say basically it's a really, because at the end of the day, it's like, what would you prefer? Because even people do this with children too, because a lot of the time they start to feed their kids, you know, this same fast food because they are young. They need to be, I don't know, for whatever, you know, stupid reason that they can come up with to give them to excuse themselves from basically eating this food, you know, this type of food. I mean, think about it. If you yourself realize as an adult this type of food are not healthy, what sense does it make to actually, you know, train your child into, you know, eating it? It doesn't make sense, right? I mean, and some people might say, oh, they need to see how it is, or they need to taste how it feels like, or if they don't, if I don't teach them, you know, they learn it from, you know, from their friends and all of that. But that's all cap. That's really all cap. It's it is excuses, because a lot of the time when we become adults, we have to take ourselves away from eating this type of food, because again, we become more aware and we make different life choices. So why not basically teach your child these choices at a younger age, because that will give them the advantage, because whether they're gonna do it or not, but it's best that they do it, you know, if they're gonna do it, not when they're growing early stages of life. I mean, it makes really no sense. And some people may say, okay, yeah, that's what the kids like, and that's what they go for, because that's what you allow, really. And it's the same thing for these ladies. I mean, some people might say, oh yeah, they are young, they can eat these things because they are young, they have fast metabolism. But what about the health consequences of this? What about the health complication that comes with eating this type of food? Because this is something that we really, you know, we are not talking about. You know, we will just basically pay attention to, yeah, they are young, their body will, you know, burn it out. But again, that's the thing that we are, you know, we assume. But again, all of these food are associated with different health issues, and here is what I mean.
That are worse than sugar. 1. Fried foods. French fries, fried.
Oh yeah, here we go. French fries. It's not food actually.
Chicken and other fried foods are packed with trans fats and acrylamide, which can damage your heart, brain,
All right, we're already talking about that when it comes to the guys, when it comes to our cardiovascular health, our heart health. Stay away from these things.
and even increase cancer risk.
Yep.
Number 2, processed meats. Hot dogs, bacon, and deli meats are loaded with nitrates, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. They're linked to heart disease, cancer, and inflammation, way worse than sugar. 3. Artificial sweeteners. Think you're being healthy by swapping sugar for artificial sweeteners? Think again. They can
And on this topic of artificial sweetener, one thing you guys we really have to pay attention to, especially if you a gym bro or gym how you call it, a gym girl, I would say. I wouldn't say gym sis. A gym girl. What you would need to pay attention to is the supplement that you're using, because here we're talking about the different types of artificial
think again.
sweeteners.
Artificial.
Hold up.
3. Artificial sweeteners. Think you're being healthy by swapping sugar for artificial.
Right here, sweet and low. These sweeteners tend to be 50 or more times more sweet or more powerful, has more sweet than natural sugars or natural sweeteners. So guess where they hide these sweets or these sugars? Guess where they hide them? And your protein and your different supplements for bodybuilding. So you really have to pay attention to when you buy your protein. This is something that I really had to, bring myself to bring awareness to myself when it comes to this. Because again, when you look at it, when you are going through the protein or you purchasing a protein, or even check the protein that you have now in your home, and you would see basically carbohydrates or sweetener. And they will, if they are so kind to specify the type of sweetener they use, and you will notice that it's one of these artificial sweeteners, which are highly damaging to the body. Because again, they are more than 50 to 50 and up percentage or higher, let's say stronger than normal sugars that you will find in fruits. Because a lot of the time, some people will say to stay away from sugars altogether. That makes no sense. That really makes no sense. I mean, our body needs glucose, so that makes no sense. They should have said, stay away from these artificial sweeteners, because these are the most dangerous ones. These aren't sweets. These are like the worst thing ever, because like I told you, they are so strong and
Artificial sweeteners. Think again.
and see what it does to your body.
They can mess with your gut health, spike cravings, and even lead to weight gain. Number 4. Margarine.
Yeah.
Margarine is
Relieved. Get you, definitely weight gain. And other thing is that these type of sweeteners, they damage your liver, and damage different organs in your body, and definitely affect your heart or your cardiovascular health.
full of trans fats, which raise bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol. It's a sneaky culprit for heart disease, far worse than sugar. 5. Packaged snack cakes. Twinkies, cupcakes, and other packaged snacks are
I would say there's no. What happened to this thing? I would say all of these are very much important. There's no like trying to put them from one. I mean, there's no trying to put them from one scale, from the worst to the least worst, or all of them are basically non useful for the body. All of them you should really watch out for. But a lot of the time, some people try to rank them from the worst to the to the best. I mean, you can do that, but it's still a waste of time, because at the end of the day, all of them are basically harmful to your health.
loaded with refined sugar, artificial flavors, and preservatives. They cause blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and weight gain. Number 6. Energy drinks. Energy drinks are a cocktail of sugar, caffeine, and artificial stimulants. They can cause heart palpitations, high blood pressure, and even kidney damage. 7. Microwave popcorn. Microwave popcorn bags are lined with harmful chemicals like PFOA and the
Kidney damage. Wait, I just stopped you,
fake
bro.
butter flavoring is full of toxic additives. It's a hidden danger worse than sugar. Did any of these surprise you? Let me know in the comments and follow me to optimize your health.
That's what I said. All right, so I don't know what's going on. But that's what I said. Follow me, subscribe, like and subscribe, and I would bring more into we can talk. If you have any topic suggestion, just make it be known, let it be known in the comment section. Now moving on, I think this might be the last thing that I have. Okay. Let's say the more sugar you eat, the more depressed you are. You will be study finds. But when it comes to sugar, if you find yourself eating too much sugar, then you probably have an emotional deregulation. You probably need love in your life. You know, you probably need love in your life. You probably need affection or word of affirmation and sweetness in your life. That's why a lot of the time we tend to eat, we tend to eat our emotions or based on our emotion or the lack of the emotion that we are actually need. So when it comes to sweet, it always most of the time relate to love or closeness or connection. So if you find yourself eating a lot of sweet or you're craving a lot of sweet, then you need to basically focus on your relationship orientation. Fine, or try to work in your relationship and or your best case scenario if you want to have control over it. So basically, I said to try to work on your relationship, right? Or you try to work on your ways, if you're a guy, try to work on your ways. I mean, if you're a lady, I wouldn't say give the guys access. I mean, you're gonna do that anyway. You're gonna do what you want. So I'm speaking to the boys anyways. And sugar make you depressed. Okay, study published in the Journal of Translational Medicine revealed that higher sugar consumption is associated with 31% increase with risk of depression. So again, that's something that could happen. And analyzing data from 180,000 UK Biobank participants, research categorized individuals into 3 groups based on their dietary preferences, with the sweet tooth group showing not only higher depression rates but also elevated instances of type 2 diabetes and heart conditions. Exactly. When it comes to sugar, definitely it gives diabetes. So it's sad though. Diabetes is a terrible thing to have, because not only that you have to be an insulin, you have to use a certain medication that for your entire life, but you can also be prone to losing your arm, for example. So it's bad news. I know we love it. A lot of the time we love it, and another time we can't go without it. Again, like I said, if you find that you are craving sweets so much, a lot of the time you craving love, or connection, meaningful connection with people. Another thing too, if you find yourself craving a lot of sweet, what you could do, drink a lot of the first thing in the morning, try to drink something bitter. Try to drink some bitter tea. And I know a lot of people, if you like sweet, you wouldn't want to drink bitter, but you gotta some things you gotta force yourself to do. Really, there's no beating around the bush with me. When it comes to that, I will tell you straight up. You gotta force yourself to do certain things because you know it's good for you. That's it. Or you just it's good for your body. Trying to do it. Try to think of the greater goal. Try to think of the greater goal, because just like these 2 ladies were able to win the competition, they had their eyes on the goal. They had their eyes on the prize, and they definitely won it. They had their eyes on the prize. It was supposed to be, and he lost. And let me see. They had their eyes on the prize. It was supposed to be 2,500K, 2,500K pounds for each of these ladies. I mean, they had their eyes on the prize. Same thing you gotta do. Have your eyes on the prize. And the prize should be not to have type 2 diabetes and health, heart conditions, cardiovascular issues. That should be, your eyes on the price to stay away, to limit your chances of having these issues, because some people might be skeptic and say, oh yeah, I can still have it anyways, blah blah blah. They can keep making up excuses or reasons or trying to rational the situation. But bro, like seriously, you want to put yourself in a better situation, or you would just want to say, okay, I don't care, you know. Let's continue here. Okay, the more sugar you eat, the more depressed you will be. Study finds. I think that's a replay. Come on, keep going. The study published. Okay. Was that it? I didn't restart the video. Ah, maybe wait. I just went to a bit. I think it's a replay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, it is what it is. GG's. It is what it is. So now let's take a look at this. Real Madrid. I mean, I'm not really I wouldn't say I'm a Real Madrid fan, but I find it cool. But Real Madrid, J. Ramon, I think it's Ramon. He's probably Spanish. And Ramon Jose, I think the first name. I forget what was his face, the first name, but I would say Jose Ramon. 19 minutes, so basically plus 5 minutes extra overtime goal based Real Madrid versus Mallorca. That's how they say it. And Real Madrid score the goal in the last minute. It was pretty much an impressive goal. Here it comes. Here it comes. So it's always nice when they slide like that. All right, maybe we can watch it one more time. And here it goes. Boom. He was very, very close to being offside, but well, they won the match. I mean, my question to you is, do you have an auntie that is good in football, This video quality is suck, but we can still see what's happening here. Okay, that's my auntie. That's my auntie. Yeah, auntie got that skills, bro. Damn. Dang, auntie doing things that I can't do. Wow, that's embarrassing. But okay, this one I thought was I think probably you guys have seen these videos. Have you ever seen these videos online with these Indian street food? I wonder who's eating this food. Like, well, these guys are doing it. These guys are doing it. I mean, if you go to India, would you eat this? First, man. Is that a cardboard or is a naan bread? Naan. Oh, these are leaves. Anyway, would you eat this? Coca-Cola. First Coca-Cola and your eggs. I mean, it's kind of, how should I say? It's kind of yeah. I mean, intriguing. Wanting to know if it, how does this work? How does it taste? But I mean, would you try it? I wouldn't. I mean, not this type of street food, not my thing. But I mean, I think we are at the end of the show. We are about to close.
We could read.
This is one of the video. This is something that I found really interesting. I'm gonna make a stream about this. Very interesting stuff. We could reset the age of a complex tissue. Basically, it can reset our ages. So I don't know if that's actually possible, but it could be probable. It could be, could be. But this guy, he's been doing a lot of different things, so different activities when it comes to how you call this thing? Anti-aging. He's really big in the anti-aging space. So one day I want to talk about basically what he's doing.
Reset the age of a complex tissue. We chose the mouse's eye. We let mice get old and blind, and we reprogrammed their eye, and we turned the age back 80%, and they were able to see again. And so what we're talking about is having found that there's a reset switch in the body to be young again, and the information in the body to be young is still there. So theoretically, you could take someone who's 100 years old and reset their body to be young again. Now,
wow, just imagine that. Like, so does that mean soon we will be somewhat immortal? I mean, of course, we know it's not gonna come to everybody because this is how the world works. It's, you know, people who can pay can get it. But
the exciting thing is we've been doing clinical trials or preclinical trials, and there's no apparent downside to this yet.
Oh my God.
Isn't that great?
No, that's incredible.
And we're now testing it in non-human primates just to see if it's safe.
My gosh.
And if all goes well, in the next 2 years, we'll hopefully cure blindness in people.
That is.
wow. I mean, just blindness. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, that's like amazing. Like, just only blindness is not
It's
enough.
absolutely freaking incredible.
Yep.
That is absolutely bananas.
But it gets better.
Okay.
The eye was just something we chose. I didn't think it would work any better in the eye. In fact, I thought it'd probably work worse. But we found that there's a universal reset switch. So you can reset different parts of the body. You can reset the skin. We've shown you can reset muscle. You can reset, what have we done? Yeah, the skin was easy. So using the same genes. So we're just basically turning on an embryonic program in older people or middle-aged, in their cells and in mice, and they get young again. What is this?
Interesting stuff. I mean, I want to believe him, but one of the things that I know, I think it was the House, a Netflix series that I watched, the House of Usher, it's called, and it's basically a family that is in the pharmaceutical industry. And one thing is for sure is that I want to believe him. Yo, what's up? Busted edits. Yo, I'm good, man. You still playing COP? You got me last time, man. One of the things is for sure is that if it works, he should try it on himself first. Like, then you will gain my respect. Then you will gain my confirmation. Because I mean, still, because again, if it's such a serious thing, if it's really given that basic how you call it, these form of benefits, basically reversing aging, I mean, I would want to do it myself if I find that secret. So yeah, man, busted edits. And I would like to, for him, he should come out. I mean, everybody will sign up for it. I mean, people will work for that. It will be a lot of people will make that their life goal, or basically to be able to get what he's selling, and which is the fountain of youth. And what better way to start, what better way to actually promote it is by using it on himself. Because when I said the TV show that I watched was House of Usher, because one of the things is that their medication or the drug that they produced, they were not, I don't think they were using it on them per se, but that's typically the case, because they'll produce something or they'll invent something and then still not trying it on themselves. Because if you believe in your product, if you believe in your things so much, it should be, you should be the first trial, for example. But I understand If I'm a doctor? No, I'm not a doctor. Why do you ask?
I mean, this means one day it's going to be possible to reset the age of the body. We've done that. We've done that in mice. Now the question is, how soon can we get it into ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it in mice, sure. But one thing, and that, you know, another thing that I want to mention. First thing first, I want to give him. Oh, this is not working. I wanted to give him respect. But one thing is for sure is that you can try this on mice. The fact of the matter is, mice don't feel, or they wouldn't be able to, you know, speak what they're feeling, or just translate, or just convey what they're feeling, or what they're going through. What they're going through. Why do you ask, man? What do you do for a living? I mean, you're looking at it. I mean, that's one thing. What about you, Busted Edits? What do you do for a living? And where are you from, bro? So, and yeah, so basically, when it comes to that, you know, mice or primates, you know, monkeys, they're not gonna be communicate, or if this how they really feel. If, let's say for example, he said about the eyes or blindness, he left the eyes get older and then reverse the aging of their eyes, for example. I mean, the eyes. Oh, okay. But one thing is for sure, these animals, they're not gonna say, okay, how is the experience for them? I wanted to ask you, Busted Edis, you say you're from India, you're students. I just showed this video. Is that something, I mean, you can better help me to understand this. Is that something that really happens in India? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna show you Busted. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Busted Edis. Take a look at this. You know, street food. Is it truly like this in India, man? Like, I'm not saying that specific dish what he's making. I mean, look at the pan, man. Look at the pan. This pan, this pan, like, I don't. What's going on with this pan, bro? Like, is it like a family pan? They just seriously eating from that pan surely gonna mess you up. I mean, Busted Edits, give me some feedback, man. Give me some feedback. Is this how street food is in India? So let me know. Let me know. So okay, I think that was a show. That was a show. Street food. No oil. No oil. Oil is 2024. 2025. We use Coca-Cola. I mean, these guys are the one in the back. Are they customers? Okay, in some street food in the North India, yes. In southern India, there are less stuff like this. Most are okay-ish. Would you eat it? I mean, would you eat it? Like, I mean, I do understand if you're from the country, you probably would eat it and you're probably used to it, so you wouldn't get sick. Just a publicity stunt. Oh, really? Okay. Do you personally eat street food? Oh, Busted Edits. I think, did I ask you last time? Are you subbed up? Are you subbed up? And so, what part of India are you from? The North India? He said yes. In North India, they do have it. But would you eat that yourself? And what's the worst that you've seen, really? Public stunt. But for what, though? It's a public stunt, but what's the reason that they're doing this public stunt? That's my question now. That's what I want to know. For publicity? Just for that? Seriously? And the South. Are you from the South? All right. Good. Are you just stepping in, Busted Edits? Just stepping in, right? Just stepping in into the live. Okay, we are all done. I've been responding to the chat right now. And why did you ask me the other day, Busted Edits, if I play COP? No, COD. COD, not COP. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna close in soon. Let me check for that. See this thing first. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, the moment you step in the live, sub up, like the stream. Okay, you just asked for fun. Yeah, man. I used to play Call of Duty actually. I used to play it, but lately, not really. Not really. I'm thinking maybe sometime in the future I'll get back to it, but yeah. I mean, that's one of my favorite games, I would say. One of the my top 5 favorite game of all time. Definitely would be COD. What about you, Busted Audit? Busted Edits. Why do you call yourself Busted Edits, by the way? Do you make edits? Do you do edits? And why do you call yourself that? Ah. Oh yeah, you edit videos and stuff like that. But because Busted Edit, I'm looking for somebody who can clip some of some of the key moments here and also help to edit bits. Can you do such things? I just made that name up randomly. Okay, I mean, it's a good name, man. Do you say you edit? What do you edit? Clips, videos, so many things could be edited. But what is your specialty? Sub up like cars. Oh, you edit cars. Okay. All right, Busted Edit. Edit cars. You mean customize? You mean say edit, because when you think of edit, you think about maybe videos, music, media, for example, or I wouldn't think of cars. Check it out on the stream, boy. What? Check it out on the stream, boy. What do you mean, bro? Talking about? What of what exactly? What's it edit? See, I mean, you're losing me right now. I'm getting lost. Explain yourself, Busted. You want live reaction being demanded, man. Live reaction. What do you mean? Of what? Let's check something. Yeah, I think busted edits is just. Yeah, let's see. All right, I'm gonna sign off, man. I'm gonna sign off. I wanted to take some questions. Busted edits talking about something different from what I'm talking about. All right, busted edits. Maybe you'll answer my questions tomorrow or something, or not. We'll see about that. And I don't know what you mean by you want live reaction. Let it put it in the comment section, man. After I close off, I'm not gonna be able to see the comments, your chat, the live chat right now. After I close off the show, so yeah, okay. Put what you mean in the comments section of this stream, and I think I'm gonna close. Let's see.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey.